Chicago woman billed more than 233,000 US dollars for water she never used in a vacant home with no plumbing. Bro, I'm looking at this house right here in this, I'll put the picture up on screen. It literally looks like a badly rendered texture. How do you even make something this ugly? It looks like something I would make in Minecraft when I was like 9 years old. Look at the fence, bro. It's literally crumbling like right in front of us. There's no windows. It's all boards. The door, if that's even a door, doesn't even have a doorknob. This is one of those houses across the street in the horror games that you can't get to because there's an invisible wall. And that's not even beginning to talk about what happened here because she doesn't even own the home. How did she get the bill? With $233,000 worth of water, bro, I better be able to like stop the California drought or something. With that amount of water, I should be able to turn the Gobi Desert into a full-on lake, bro. I'll put my house in the middle of it. And also, the house has no plumbing. How are you even gonna get water from it at all? This is like the complete opposite of winning the lottery. Nice to meet you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Ian, and today we're again looking at stuff that makes no sense at all. A senior citizen's vacant home in the back of the Yards neighborhood racked up a staggering 233,000 US dollar water bill, despite not having any plumbing for years. Diane Carley, 82, said the city of Chicago is threatening to garnish her pension, and she's looking for help because the water department isn't backing down on an outrageous bill she says is clearly in error. Dang, Chicago, no evidence and you're already trying to take away this old lady's retirement money, bro. She's 82 years old, calm down. The Chicago government really just picked a random old lady who can't defend herself. Not that serious, bro. You really just screwed over Mama Coco's life for absolutely zero reason. That's so cruel, dude. It's like cruel to the point where it's just like, bro, like, what is this? Look, it's not funny that an old lady is, having a hard time right now with her money and her, bill of a $233,000. But you know what I mean? It's just kind of funny, just the situation. It's just like the sheer stupidity that's funny to me. I'm not laughing at an old lady. She must have been so confused or like really calm because 82 years old, you must have seen some weird scam calls by that age. Thought you've heard everything in the book. Next thing you know, someone's calling you, hey, you owe us because a house you don't own that has no water just flooded, and yeah, we're gonna need your entire retirement. Sorry, grandma, gotta get the money somehow. Out of anyone, bro, you had to pick a defenseless grandma. Poor lady, bro, she just wanted to crochet, bake some cookies, I don't know, watch Dr. Phil, I don't know, bro. Like, her name is literally Diane. How much more defenseless can you be? Probably like, nah, it's just another one of those scam calls. And then they read out all of her information and she was like, bro, what? At that point, I'm gonna be honest, I would have just quit. I'm 82 years old. Like, I would have just ended it, bro. It's my time at this point. For all I know, Mario did that at this point, bro. What am I supposed to do? You're really telling me Aquaman just blew up a home and now I'm getting in trouble for it? You don't need 20/20 vision to see this house in the back of Yard's neighborhood is abandoned. It's gutted. There's nothing in there, Carly said. It has sat vacant for years with no plumbing. Diane inherited the childhood property of her late husband in 2017. In December 2024, the city contacted her, telling her a new water meter needed to be installed. There's literally no way water could have gone to it. Like, what, is there a ghost or something? Yeah, a hurricane must have flooded the house that she owns, but she doesn't actually use at all and has no plumbing, and she's supposed to be responsible for it? At this point, it's literally just scrap metal, bro. Go turn it into a McDonald's or something. Like, stop harassing an old lady over this property that makes no sense. Why would you need to come in when there's no water there? And I'm not asking for water, she said. She allowed the city to install a meter, and within 6 months, she got a water bill that was out of this world. It was a ploy. It was a ploy. I'm saying it. I'm accusing them. It was a trap. Like, bro, they did install a water meter to, track how much water is being used, but there's no water flow. Why would they need water? There's no plumbing and no one lives there, bro. They literally just made up that number. Look, all I'm going to say is there's two options. You either flee the country or you're already in Chicago. So just go to O Block or something. You know what? How do the gang houses in O Block still have like power and running water? Why does the city allow that? I said, a bill for what? And they said, for water, she said. Despite the vacant home having no plumbing, she's been billed $233,439.90 since the city installed the meter. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but that's gotta be a squatter, bro. Just blow up the house at this point. How does one, even if you are squatting, use that much water? Is an evil Percy Jackson living in your house or something? Poseidon's whispering in his ear and he's making tsunamis in your living room, dude. $233,000 worth of water. Bro, you're gonna walk in, it's literally gonna be an aquarium at this point. Live action Finding Nemo taking place in your bedroom. This is unbelievable. This is totally wrong, she said. After the meter was installed, the water department said she used more than 500,000 gallons. They have placed her amount in collections and threatened to garnish her pension. That just shows you how desperate the government is for money in Chicago because, like, they just went straight to accusing her. They didn't see that, think, oh, a normal human cannot use 500,000 gallons of water. She probably did. No second thought needed. The guy was just like, yo, take her money ASAP. The most downright evil ploy you've ever seen before. It's actually super villain because they knew she didn't have a job. She's 82 years old. She can't have a job. So they were just like, we're not gonna, give a pass on an old lady who's, retired, has a couple more years to live. Now, let's just take her whole retirement. Bro, there's no way this is real. Guys, the world has totally lost the plot at this point. I'm slow, I'm dumb, whatever you want to call me, but it's going to take an Einstein to figure this out. I don't care what you say, she said. Grandma's standing on business, bro. She do not give one. Not a single care in the world, bro. Her daughter, Lisa, went to City Hall to fight the bill with no luck. As soon as you touched our property and made entry into our property, now we have a water bill of $233,000, Lisa said. The family turned to Ald Raymond Lopez 15th for help, but he couldn't get the water department to back down. Is it really that serious, bro? We're fighting over water. Arguably, like, the most abundant resource in the earth. Are you that much of a loser, bro? Just go get more. The most we got was yesterday. They said, well, we'll take off $25,000 in penalties for late charges, he said. Yeah, what about the part where, there's no water running to the house? Explain that, huh? How did water get in the house when there's no plumbing system? I got the greatest defense. I should be your attorney. Hit me up. I'll be your lawyer. Call me at the number on screen now if you want me to be your lawyer for the low price of $10. And if you call within the next 10 minutes, I'll be your lawyer for $5. I've never in my lifetime seen a bill like that, Diane said. For years, CBS News Chicago has uncovered countless Chicagoans who all got hosed by outrageous bills for water they never used. And it continues. Don't even include that one in the history books, bro. That's just embarrassing at this point. They're gonna be talking about, the Chicago water scandal, and kids are gonna have tests in it in like 2060. One would think that after 6 years of seeing your stories on getting hosed, people within the water department, people within the law department, and people within finance would understand mistakes happen, Lopez said. Don't even call it a mistake, bro. $233,000 is not a mistake at this point. Just to put it in perspective, $233,000 is the full price of a pretty nice house in most parts of the country. And plus, who knows how much Diane already used of her retirement money? Does she even have $233,000 to be lending out? They're gonna put me in the grave with this, because what do? Diane said. The city recently came back and replaced Diane's water meter, which is registering 0 water usage. You're telling me that they didn't even check if it was legit? $233,000 worth of water put onto a water meter. And the house has no plumbing, by the way. And their first thought was, let's go get the money, not let's go see if the house actually flooded, because there's no shot. Just disband the government at this point, man, or just like go to Europe or something. Am I really gonna have to put up with stuff like this when I'm older? If this ever happens to me once I turn 18, I'm actually packing my bags and moving to Saudi Arabia. If this ever occurs even remotely in my life, I'm moving to North Korea. Lopez and the family are fighting the city to eliminate the entire bill. Diane is far from alone with her water bill woes. For years, CBS News Chicago has reported on this issue with our Getting Hosed series, leading to the Chicago City Council approving a water bill relief program last year. So this really has happened enough times for there to be an entire show based on this occurrence. I'm done. I'd rather live in the Ice Age and hunt for mammoths and, to eat dinner rather than put up with this. Nah, I don't really care that much, but like, for real. This happened multiple times? Isn't this like incredibly illegal or something? Let's have a revolution, starting in Chicago or overthrowing the US and I'm gonna become the president. Not for real though, that's it for this article and it is almost 2 a.m. where I'm at, so I'm gonna edit this tomorrow and I'm gonna go to bed, bro. I hope you all enjoyed. I seriously do thank you with all my heart. I've been your host, Ian. You can find me at Preheat Ian anywhere you'd like to find me, I'd imagine, probably. And if you want to listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, if that ever gets set up, you'll find me at Ian's New Show. Other than that, Aisle 12. I really recommend it. It's going to be a Discord server I should have somewhere on my page, maybe even in the description. I'll be in there. I'll be streaming not only to the Discord, but also to the channel. So you can also, maybe notify yourself when I stream. It would be handy dandy, but on a real note, thank you all just for watching. I really do appreciate you. I'm your host, Ian. It's been amazing seeing you all, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Peace.